All right, so hello guys. What we're going to be doing today is pretty easy. We're going to be adding and subtracting radicals. And the one thing that you guys need to understand whenever it comes to adding and subtracting radicals is that you need to wait a second. What's going on here? My pen. There we go. It means that you need to have the same. Let me put an example right here. So, example, let's say we have 3, right? We have 3 square root of a, and then we have plus 4 square root of a. Okay, now you need to have the same radicand in order for you to add or subtract. So in this case, we have the same radicand. So all you're gonna do, you're gonna go ahead and just look at the operation and combine your coefficients. That means the number in front of your square roots. So in this case, it's gonna be 3 plus 4 is 7 square root of a. And that would be my answer if I had that problem. All right, that's an example. Pretty basic concept. So let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, oops. I don't have the same radicand, so what am I supposed to do? Simplify it. So we're going to go ahead and simplify 10 and 40, and then we're going to see if we can get the same radicand. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, 10 gives me 2 and 5. Both of them are prime numbers. Can I simplify it any further? No, so I can't do anything with 10. Maybe I can do something with 40. So what can I do with 40? 40 can be broken down into 4 and 10, and then 4 can be broken down into 2 and 2. There you go. Now, if you remember from the previous video, I don't have an index. That means I need to do groups of 2. So I'm going to go ahead. I can't do anything with the first part, so I'm going to go ahead and look over here at these 2's, and I'm going to go ahead and circle them. Once I circle them, I know I'm going to be able to go ahead and push them outside of my radical. So let's go ahead and simplify that one first before we actually start adding or subtracting anything. So in this case, I'm going to be taking out a 2, so it's going to be 2. But I already had a 2 outside, so it's 2 times 2, and then the square root. If you remember what I said from the previous video, anything that doesn't have a group is going to stay inside of your radical. So 10, I'm going to leave it inside. So this is going to give me 10 on that inside. So before I add it, I'm going to bring this guy down. So it's going to be 5 square root of 10 plus 2 times 2 square root of 10. So what is 2 times 2? Well, easy. 2 times 2 is 4. And now I have 5 square root of 10 plus 4 square root of 10. So just like we did in the previous one, we're going to go ahead and add those two numbers, 9 square root of 10. And that is my answer. Pretty easy, okay? Let's go ahead and now work with the one that has a letter inside of it. Oh my God, so bad. So this is going to be same concept. We're going to be looking at both of my numbers, and in this case, we're subtracting. I can see I cannot simplify 3, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do something with this 27, or else this wouldn't be a problem, right? So let's go ahead and simplify 27. 27 can be broken into 3 and 9. 9 can be broken down into 3 and 3. Now I'm going to circle every group of 2. So I have a group of 2. I'm going to underline this loner because that's going to stay inside of a radical. And then I'm going to go ahead and start simplifying things. So I know this group is going to go outside, but I can only take one out. And then I'm going to be leaving the 3 inside as well. So I'm going to have negative 8 times 3. Remember, you multiply anything that comes out with anything that's already outside. And an inside is just going to be 3a. And then minus 5 square root of 3a. All we have to do is figure out what negative 8 times 3 is, which hopefully I know. So I believe it's 24. So it's going to be 24, or negative 24 in this case, square root of 3a minus 5 square root of 3a. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be looking at both of my numbers. Now, this should be easy. If they have the same sign, I'm going to add them. So I'm going to be adding this too. So it's going to be 29 but you keep the sign of whatever they were. So it's going to be negative. And square root of 3. And that is my answer for this problem. Pretty easy. They're pretty self-explanatory for most of that. Just simplify your radicand. Once you simplify your radicand, you're going to notice that one of them is going to equal the other. And then you just combine your numbers in front of your square roots. So that's it. That's the basics of adding and subtracting radicals. Now I want you guys to work on the problems down here. And once you're done with all of that, then you're good to go.